Did anyone tried form fills yesterday? Ramya did it. She was able to complete that requirement. So good, Ramya. Well tried. Yeah. So I need everyone to be spending some time in your day after the class to practice it. Right. If you don't practice and think that okay, you got it, right? Even though if you understand today, so later when you again after 4 or 5 days, if you come back and try to understand, then it will cause you an issue. Okay, so make sure you understand it properly. Okay, and practice it. If you don't practice, then it will cause a lot of problem. So just give another 1 or 2 minutes. No, Kiriti, new person is joining today. Just waiting for him to join. Okay. Any other anyone else who has tried formula fits? Okay. Just give me a minute. I'll just connect with him and we can start. Yeah. So I thought of telling roll-up summary functionality today, but no, there is a new person joining today. Okay. Oh, he already joined. Fine. Hi, Kiriti.
Hello, Anna. Sorry for delay.
Oh, no worries. Hi, Rana. Okay. So let's get into the topic of roll-up summary. So this is very, very important topic in our day-to-day jobs, and many functionalities. Many companies will use this functionality, and in every project, this is mandatory. Okay, this topic is mandatory. Okay, so that is called roll-up summary. Okay, so what is this roll-up summary is? So when you have parent and child relationship, okay, in master detail, okay, when you have a master detail relationship, in master detail relationship, on the master object, we can create a roll-up summary option field. Okay, roll-up summary field can be created on the master object. Roll-up summary field can be created on master object in master detailed relationship. Okay. Roll-up summary has a feature as features to do calculations. Okay. So what are the calculations roll-up summary does is it will do sum. It will do sum count. Okay, it will identify minimum value. I'll tell you maximum and it will identify minimum. So what does this mean is, so basically roll-up summary field can be created on the master object in the master detail relationship. So let's say, for example, let's assume this project itself. Okay. So what is our project? Let's students admissions, for example, right? Admissions has master detail relationship with what? School. Okay. Admission has master detail relationship with school. So school is parent and admission is child. Now these two has master detail relationship, right? As per our design. So these two has master detail relationship. So Basham school, and how many admissions are there? 2 admissions are there. Correct? Now, so the logic here is on the school object, I want to see how many admissions happened in total. How many admissions happened in total? So by seeing this, how many are there? In Basham school, how many admissions are there here?
2.
2 admissions are there. So you can say 2 admissions are there. Correct? Now, if there are 1,000 admissions here, you cannot see all 1,000 here, right? You cannot count how many admissions are there. Okay. Now what we can do is we can use this count functionality. We can use this count functionality of roll-up summary and create a field here to count the number of child records. To count number of child records in master detail relationship, we can go with count. Okay, example. Okay. To count number of child records and display the count on parent, then we can use count functionality of roll-up summary. Okay, so to count number of records, number of child records and display the count on parent, then we can use functionality of roll-up summary. Okay, now by seeing this, I can see, okay, two are there, right? So I want to display that information on this object here. On the parent object, I want to display the number of admissions. So I'll create one field, number of admissions. Okay, and then here, how many childs are there? Those many childs will display here. Got it? That is one thing. Now let me do some more points here. So tomorrow I'll discuss about these relationships. I mean the layouts and related lists and all. So today we'll complete this roll-up summary. Okay. So now count is clear, right? So if I want to count the number of child records on the parent, then I can use count. Okay. Now, next thing is we have sum, right? Sum. What is sum here is, so if school management want to see the amount gathered through admissions, through admissions, then what is the amount gathered by school here? 2 admissions are there. Admission fee, if you want gather, it will become 2,000, 1,000 plus 1,000. Amount, this is the actual amount and this is the discounted amount. So what is the total amount now here? 90 plus 90, total 180, right? Correct? So if school wants to display the total amount gathered from admissions, okay, total admission amount, then how much it will become? 180. So if we need to display the amount here on the parent admission amount, then we can use sum functionality of roll-up summary and do the sum here. Okay, 90 plus 90, it will become 180 here. Okay, these two. One is count, how many records are there? And the other one is if you have any currency field, if you have, you want to do a sum of that currency field, then you can use this one, sum option you can use. Okay. So let's try these two first, and then we'll come into the minimum and maximum. Okay. Got it? Any questions on this one? Roll up summary. So what is roll up summary? Roll up summary is a functionality which can be built on master object in master detail relationship. So this option is available only in master detail relationship. Okay. If you go to the lookup relationship and try to create a roll up summary, that option will not be available for you. This is only in master detail relationship. So if you remember, there are some advantages of master detail relationship over lookup, I said, right? This is one advantage. Okay. This is one advantage out of it. So by this option, there are many coding logics we have to do in general technologies, other technologies, right? If you have to do the sum or count and all, you have to write a lot of code to get that information. Okay. But in Salesforce, it is very, very easy. So let's do that. Okay. Go to setup. So you need to decide on which object you have to do. So go to create objects. Now, so admission amount I want to display on school. Okay, school and admission are okay. Master details. See here you can identify admission, school, master detail relationship is there, right? So if you have master detail, it will show here. If you have lookup, then it will not show here. Okay. Now let's go to school. I want to create a fields on school to count the number of admissions. Okay. Now school is parent, admission is child, right? Click new here. See, roll up summary, right? This option. So I'll show you in lookup, it will not be available. So this option is available on which object? Master object in master detail relationship. Master object in master detail relationship. This is very, very important. Please make a note of it. Okay, see here, a read-only field that displays the sum, minimum, maximum value of a field in a related list or the record count of all records listed in a related list. So when you say related list, it's a child. So this one, this is called related list. Schools related admissions, right? School related admissions. This is called related list. School related classes. This is called related list. Okay. So it will display you sum, minimum, maximum, and record count. Okay. See, in the master detail relationship, when I said, so this is special type of parent-child relationship, right? So here they have mentioned here, you can create roll-up summary fields on the master record to summarize the detail records. To summarize the detail records, detail means here what? Child. To summarize the child records, you can create a roll-up summary field on the master detail relationship. So this option is not there in the lookup relationship. Okay, this is not there. So let's create. So click on roll-up summary. Okay, click next. Field label, number of admissions. Okay, number of admissions. Just give the name. Click next. Here, summarized object. So which object we are thinking of creating a roll-up summary? What is the child object here? So it will display all the child objects of school, basically. All the child object of the school. You need to decide which object you are planning. Now I'm planning to display admission, right? I am planning to display the number of admissions. So I'll click on admissions here. Summarized object is admissions. See here, select roll up type. So you have options here, count, sum, minimum, maximum. Okay. So there is one more field to aggregate. So this option will be done only in these three cases. Okay. If you are selecting sum, minimum, maximum, then you need to select this option. Okay, now we are discussing about count. Let's do the count and then we come into the sum. I'll show about this one. Okay, click on count. Select your child object, click on count. So this condition, filter condition, if you want, you can keep it. What it says is, do you want all records should be included in this calculation? So in this child records, do you want all records? Okay, or only records meeting certain criteria, or do you have any specific criteria that you need to put? Like for example, amount or gender equal to male, or just simple I'm saying. Total amount less than greater than 90,000 or greater than 1 lakh, or no discount not greater than 10% amount. Okay, admission fee equal to 100. Like this, you can put any condition. It's up to the requirement. Okay, whatever requirement we have, according to that, we can put a filter condition here. Okay, if you don't want filter condition, you want all the records to be counted, then you'll select all records should be included in the calculation. Okay, all records should be included. Okay, clear, right? So select child object, count all records, then click on next. Okay, just leave this as is, next, and save. So now automatically the calculation would have happened and it will display the count. Now tell me, what is the count here? What is the number you will get it here? As per this, it should display 2, correct? Below branch, it will display number of admissions and the count is 2. See, number of admissions field just created, the count is showing as 2 here. Let's create another one. Now 2 is there, right? See, even though records are already generated, when you create this field, automatically the calculation will happen. Even for the formula fields, if the data is already there, and after that you create a new record, automatically existing records will also be get updated. Calculation will happen automatically in the backend. Now admission, let's create another student here. So here yesterday Ramya asked me one point, that we cannot select the other years. Okay, so we can only select 2022, not old dates.
We just have to click like go back.
Yes, so where? So we just select one date here and then you can change it here. Okay. What are you saying, Mansa, here?
No, if we, even I tried that, Anna, it was not allowing for the previous years.
Yeah.
So we just have to go back, like click back at the month.
Months you have to select. Yeah, this is one option where you have to click back, or else you can select date and then you can modify here. So
no,
this,
if you modify there also, sometimes it won't take like 2-3 times we have to do.
no, only see. It will take actually. The problem here is this is trial edition, right? The free edition. So they haven't given that feature here. Basically, when you click here, or when you click on this one, it will give you old 5 years and new 5 years or 6 years. Like this, it will give. Okay. And then you can select the old year and then you can move like this. Okay, like that you can do. But here in this feature, they didn't add this one, but in the actual org, right, you will get that option.
Okay.
Okay. Admission fee 1,000, amount, let's say 2 lakhs for him. Okay, gender, let's put some. Female, discount 10%. Nothing is there. Class. Let's say second class, for example. Okay, save. Now, what should be the count on the school? What should be the count on the school? 3, right? Here, how many admissions are there? 3. So
3.
count should be 3. So as soon as you create a record, automatically that gets updated here. So you can create a number of records, the total number will display here. Okay. So now class and school, for example. Okay, let me go back to class object detail page. I'll show you. Class and school, what is the relationship? Master detail relationship. So can we create a roll-up summary field on the school now? As per my example?
Yes.
Can we create roll-up summary field on school?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, right? Now let's do another roll-up summary field here. Now what I did here is, let me add some more points here. Class name. Okay, only class name, nothing still. That's fine. Okay, so now total how many classes are there? 10. Correct? Right? If I want to create, no, here I cannot, even though if I create a roll-up summary, what happens? One class will have only one. So either it will give 10 classes here, correct? So total I have 10 records which are not modified. Right? These are same. So these will not get changed. So classes will not change. So on class, I don't think there is a use to create a roll-up summary. We'll see the other example. So we'll see class and students. Okay, class and students. What students and class? So in one class, how many students are there? That we'll check. Okay, or in one school, how many students are there? That also we can check. So why students is not showing here? Let me add it. Student name, class name. So what is the field that balance amount, right? Not balance amount. Amount paid. Amount paid is the full payment done. Now let's see. So in school, I have 3 admissions. So how many students are there? There are 2 students. So the new student which we admitted, right? So we haven't created student record for it, correct? So let me create a student for that. So what is the name? Anusha. Father's name, I did some Raj. Date of birth. Something I gave 2018, right? Phone number, I'll give something here. Gender female. I don't give anything else. So admission, what is admission? 3. Class, we have taken for second class. Amount paid, let's say 10,000. Out of 20,000, she paid 10,000. So now how many students are there? 3, correct? Got it right? So the count here we did for admission. Let's do the count for students. Okay, students is child, school is parent. Okay, now where do I need to go and create a roll-up summary field? I want to count the number of students. What? I want to count number of students. So where should I create a roll-up summary field now? On the student, on the admission, on the school. Where?
On school only.
On the school, we have to create a roll-up summary field, correct? So let's go to school. I'll create another roll-up summary field. Click new. See roll-up summary. Next. Number of students. Right? Click next. So now what is the summarized object? I want to display number of students. So what is the summarized object here?
Student.
Students.
Perfect. Students. Then count. Then I'll leave all records should be included in the calculation. Okay. As it is. Okay. Next. Save. Now let's see school. So number of admissions are 3. Number of students are 3. Got it? So how many admissions are there? 3. How many students are there? 3. So if you create 1,000 students, 10,000, 50,000, it doesn't matter. So how many students you have, those many records will be displayed here automatically. Okay. There is no problem with the limit. So it will automatically calculate. Okay. Let's say I have deleted one record. I deleted one student record here. What happens here?
Number of students.
So I have 3 students, right? I deleted one record. Now what will happen to the number of students?
It will be deleted.
Two. The record will delete and automatically it will become 2. So if I add, it will get updated. If I delete, it will get removed. Okay. So roll up summary functionality will automatically calculate every time there is a change. Okay. If you delete, record gets deleted. If you add, if records get added. Okay. Now let's create another roll up summary. Okay. So this time we'll create a criteria. Okay. So let's go to class, or here only we'll see. So class 1, number of students in class 1. Okay. So what is the count? What will be the count here? Number of students in class 1.
2.
See here you see. Out of 3 students, how many students are in class 1? 2.
2 students.
Right? In class 2, 1. Now what I displayed here, I displayed number of students in total school level, correct? I displayed total of number of students in school. Now I want to display, school management want to see how many students are in each class. How many students are in each class? So overall I have 3 students, but in class 1, how many students are there? In class 2, how many students are there? In 10th class, how many students are there? Okay. So management want to see that. Okay. Now what to do? So total number is 3, but I want to see class wise, correct? Now again, I'll go to school. So I want to display the students information as per class in school object, right here. So I'll go to school again, create new. Okay. Roll up summary. Next. Now what is the difference between that? Class 1. I'll just put class 1. Okay. Next. Now same again students. Same again count. But the difference here, what is the difference? In the filter condition. So earlier I said all records count. So all record, how many records are there? 3. 3 will count. Now I'll select this records. Only records meeting certain criteria should be included in the calculation. So here I'll select where is that class? Class ID. What class ID is? 1 second. Class name is lookup. Basically, it's class lookup. So maybe some limitation is there, but let's see whether it works or not. Class equals to 1, I mentioned. Class ID, it is showing class ID, not sure why, but yeah, let's see. Save. Go back to school and see whether 2 came or not. Class 1, 0. So this criteria is not matching. I mean, so this condition is not working. So lookup, so class is a lookup on student object, right? Class is a lookup on student object. So yeah, it's a lookup on student object, so it is not allowing. So what we have to do is, I think I need to put this ID there, class ID. Let me quickly check. Yeah, see here, how many we got? 2. I'll explain you that, okay, in a while. So in class 1, how many students are there? 2 students are there. In class 2, how many students are there? 1, right? Now, if you see here, the total number of students are 3. In class 1, how many students? 2. So this is filter condition. In the in the roll-up summary, if you have total number of records, but you want certain criteria to be set up or some certain filter condition needs to be set up, then you can do like this. You can do like this. Now, so why do we need to have some ID here is, so basically what happens, whenever you create a record, whatever record it is, let's say school, when you create any record here, right? So this is all the record information, and on the URL, if you see here, this is our name and this is the ID. So every record will have its own ID. Every record will have its own ID, and through this ID only we will identify the record. So this is unique ID, and every object has first 3 digits common. So for school, these are the first 3 digits common digits, and then you will be having 12 characters here. So total this ID will be having 15 characters or 18 characters. We have both 15 or 18. Okay. So when you are within Salesforce, you will see 15 characters here. When you are in Salesforce, you can see 15 characters here. So A00 is ID. Like if you go to admission record, all records, whatever record you open, right? You will get an ID on the top, this one. So this is 15 digit ID. See here, A03. This is the ID of admission. For school, it was A00. Like class, it was AOB. Okay, first 3. And then last 12, it's random. And it's case sensitive and unique. This ID will not be given to any other record in this org, not only in this org, in the whole, all the organizations of Salesforce, this is unique. Okay, this ID will not be shared with any other one. Clear? So now what happened here in the filter condition is, as where did it go? So as it was a lookup field, right? Relationship field, right? So class is a relationship field on the school. So relationship field cannot be directly accessed. Relationship field cannot be directly accessed. I mean, so I cannot give class 1. I cannot give class 1. The name of the class cannot be given in lookup relationships or master detail. When you have a relationship, if you want to refer that relationship field, you cannot give class 1, class 2, class 3. So you have to refer to the ID. You have to refer to the ID only. So this ID you have to give. So that's where I gave this ID here in the filter criteria. So here it is directly showing class ID only, not class name. So if it shows class name, I can give 1, but it is showing class ID. So I have given this ID from here. Okay. On ID we'll discuss in tomorrow or day after tomorrow class. Okay. So for now you are clear, right? What you try is, instead of trying the lookup fields, you try with other filter conditions. Okay, any other amount greater than 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, something like that. Okay. Now, so let's come back to this one. I'll explain about ID tomorrow more details because we have to cover roll-up summary today. Okay. So is this clear now? So if I want to filter with class, I can use filter with class and display the count. Now, if you click create another roll-up summary with so second class, so then you have to give this ID. Second. So first class, what ID has? AOB is common. MIN 2G, right? If you go to second class, so AOB is common. MILCW is the ID. I'm just reading last digits, last 5. See difference. So first class has 2G at the end. Second class has CW at the end, right? That's the difference. Every record has its own ID. Every record has its own ID. Just open that record and in the URL you'll see any record. So open that record and then you can see it at the end. So here. So there might be some other additions getting added. Don't bother about it. Just needs to copy this one. Okay. Right. So that is on the roll-up summary count. Okay. 3 counts we have done with filter, without filter. Now let's calculate the sum here. So if I create a sum of admissions based on total amount, I want to do a sum of total amount. I want to do a sum of total amount. Then what will be the total amount here? 90 plus 90 plus 180. 180 plus 180, 360, right? So it will become 3,60,000 here. Right? If I want to do a sum on total amount, then the total amount will become 360. If I want to do a sum of admission fee, then how much it will become? 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 3,000. Right? So let's create a roll-up summary field on school again to calculate the total amount. Okay. Custom fields and relationships, same section. See here, it will show roll-up summary count. It will show roll-up summary count admission. See, it is showing the child object and what is the function you have used it here. Right? Roll-up summary count. Now let's create a roll-up summary. Same, but this time we'll do sum. Sum of total amount on admission. Okay. Or simply let's say admission total amount. Okay. Admission total amount. So when you type something and this is generated already, then you have to remove the API name. Just select here and select otherwise. Okay. So then the changed label will be updated here. Okay. What is the summarized object now? Admission. Right. And then what type I want to do? Select roll-up type. I want to do sum. So select sum here. Okay. So when you select sum, it is showing here. So on what field I need to do sum? And so here count means just the number of records. Whatever records are there, it will count, right? But for sum minimum and maximum, you need to select the field for which we have to do sum, right? So there are many calculation fields. Admission fee is there, amount paid is there, right? Total amount is there. There are many currency fields. So you need to select this field to aggregate. So which fields sum you need to do? So as per my example, what is the field which I am trying to do a sum on? Which field I am trying to do here?
Admission fee.
Total
Admissions.
amount. On admission, I'm trying to do total amount as of now, not admission. So my field name, what is my field name? Total amount, right? Admission, total amount of admission, something. So I want to do a sum of total amount here. Okay. So total amount has to be selected here. Whichever field you want to do a sum, so that field you need to select here. Okay, this field will show you percentage and currency fields only. It will not show you text, number, etc. Okay, so on text you cannot do sum, right? So that is the reason it just gives you currency and the discount. Total amount. So sum of total amount from admission. Admission objects, total amount field, sum I am doing and putting it on the school object, master object. Okay, clear, right? Sum, total. So it's up to you whether you want to put a filter or not. Let's not put a filter. Let's click on next. Save. So now how much it will become? The sum will become as 360. Admission total amount 3,60,000. See here 90, 90 and 180. So if I, let's say for example 180 I want to reduce. So instead of here 180 is a calculation field, right? So it will, as per the discount, it will calculate. So now I increase discount to 20. Now what will happen to the total amount here? It will become 140, correct?
1,40,000.
20% of 2 lakhs is 140. See here 160, sorry, 80, 80, 160. So then here it's see, it got changed to 340, correct? Got it? So the sum is calculating automatically 160, 90, 90, 180.
Can you
140.
please explain it once?
Got it. So whatever sum value here, whatever value you have it here, it will count that. Now what I have 90, 90, 160, it will become 140, 340. Okay. So if you change this number, automatically the change number will be calculated here. Now it is 90%, right? Let's say I want to change it. 90%, I want to change it to something else. Let's say I want to give 30%. So here what I'm saying is this amount either you reduce, okay, then the 90% will reduce, or you'll add discount, because total amount is a formula field. What? Total amount is a formula field, right? Now it became 70. So here I am showing. See, your amount is 1 lakh and you are giving 30%. So then the total amount is becoming 70%, 70,000, right? Either you reduce here or give more discount. So now your total amount becomes 70. Now if you go to Bhashyam school, then it became 3,20,000 because your total amount is 70 plus 90 plus 160. Okay, 160 plus 90 is 250, 250 plus 70 is 320, right? Same thing like count also. So it will do the calculation on the number of records and it will calculate the sum and displays on the parent. Got it?
Yeah, get it. Thank you.
Yeah. So if you keep on adding, it will keep on updating here. If you remove it, it will remove it automatically. Okay, I don't want to delete the records as of now, but if you remove the data, right? So, or if you reduce the fees, automatically it is getting updated, correct? You can delete and see the records also, not an issue automatically. So if you delete this record, right? Can you tell me what would be the total amount? Let's say I'm deleting this record, admission 1. I'm deleting this. Now what will be the total admission total amount? Can someone tell me?
Plus 90 will be there.
160 plus 90, 250 will get updated here. Okay, because this record itself is not there, so it is gone. Only these 2 records will be there and the count will become 2. Number of admissions will become 2 and the currency, this total amount will become 2,50,000. Okay, then what happens to the number of students? So a deleted admission. What happens to the number of students?
Number of students also will be 2 because admission is getting deleted.
Admission is deleting, so student also get deleted and the number of students will also become as 2 is what you are saying, right? So what is the relation between admission and student? Let's check.
Master did.
If it is master, then
It will get
definitely
deleted.
it will delete it. right? So if you go to admission, so what is the relationship between student and where is student here? No, there is no direct relationship with student and admission. So this is admission is parent, right? Admission is parent, correct. So student has a relationship with admission. So if I go to student, see, I have a relationship with admission, but what relationship I have?
It is a lookup.
Lookup. So will the student gets deleted?
No.
So student will not get deleted in this relationship, admission and student. Student has a relationship with admission, but admission is in lookup relationship. Okay, it's in lookup relationship. So even if I delete an admission record, student will not delete, correct? And student count, so student is not deleted, but admission deleted. What is the count of number of students then in this case? Will it be 3 or it will change to 2?
It will change to 2.
It will still remain 3. So let's delete. I am deleting one record. Okay. So I'm deleting the 70,000 record. Same. Okay. So number of students became 2. Class 1 is still 2. Number of students is 3. And total admission is 2,50,000. Got it? So this is sum. Similarly, you can do class and so whatever relationships you have, right? So you can do the same thing on these relationships. So only thing is you need to understand the scenario and do it. Student and class is there, right? So if you want to display total number of students in this class, then in class object, create a roll-up summary and count number of students. So school wise, I have created here, but for each class, how many students are there? If you want to display, you can do it like this from student to class. And subjects also, subjects and classes, subjects and teachers. You can do count, minimum, maximum, everything. Okay. Class and school, job application and job application and candidate, admission and school. Okay. Master detail relationship. So you can do. Now we have seen that admission and student are lookup relationship, right? Admission and student. So let me go to admission object. Let's try to create a roll-up summary field on the admission object. Admission has, okay, school as master detail. Okay. So let's create roll-up summary on the admission object. Admission is parent to some objects, right? But admission is not a parent in roll-up summary for any of the object. So see here, roll-up summary is blocked. It says you cannot create this type of field on this object because it is not the master in a master detail relationship. Got it, right? If it is only in the master detail relationship, then only you can create a roll-up summary. Otherwise, you cannot create. Got it? So admission has what? So let me go back here. Admission has lookup relationship with student, correct? But not master detail. So it is not happening. Even class also there, but it's just a lookup relationship, not master detail relationship. Okay. So that is the reason on the admission, you cannot create a roll-up summary field. Only in the master detail relationship on the master object, you can create roll-up summary functionality. Create. Let's go to school again, or let's go to another object and create. Okay. Now what do we have? We have count, we have sum. What are the other two options we have on the roll-up summary? We have min, we have max, right? Min and max are the other two functions. So what is min and max is sum and count we see, right? Min and max. What is this min and max is? If you want to display the maximum total amount paid in admissions, maximum total amount. What is the maximum here? 90 and 180, which is the bigger? 160 is the maximum value, right? So you will get maximum here, 160. If you want a minimum, you will get 90. Got it? So maximum is maximum value on this child object. If you are looking for admission, maximum value on the child object. What is the maximum value? 160. What is the minimum value? 90. Okay. So if school wants to see who paid the maximum amount, maximum admission, which student paid or which person paid, then they'll do a maximum value here. Okay, minimum value. Both you can check. While admissions will commonly see that for whom we are giving maximum discount, for whom we are not giving discount, who is paying big full amount, who is paying less amount, all those calculations we'll see, right? So for that purpose, we'll use minimum and maximum. Do you want me to show or you will try? Same logic. There is nothing. So only when you click on roll up summary and you are selecting count and sum, right? Instead of count and sum, if you want to display maximum, select max and aggregate field. Which field you want to calculate the maximum, you select it. That's it. Minimum also same. Okay. Try it out. Try it out. You will get. Okay. Min and max. So nothing specific. Like just like the sum only we have to do. Okay. So let me go to class and show you something else. So class 2. So here also, if you have students here, in class 2, how many students are there? You need to select, right? So that you can count here. Number of students here, just number of students, right? How many students paid? Okay, pending students, like let's say here. So how many students are there? Student 1. How many student paid? So if class teacher 1 in class 2, I want to see the student pay who didn't paid full amount. I want to see the students who didn't paid full amount. Then you can do it from here. Let's create some one more example here also. So we'll do some calc. What do we call filter conditions here? Class 2. One field, right? Payment completed. Yeah. Okay. So Anusha is one class, one student in class 2, and admission total amount is 2,50,000. Amount paid is 10,000. Balance is 150. I mean, so there was some discount or something is there, right? So based on that, it is calculating 150 as a discount. Why it is 150? Balance amount. Okay. Total amount to be paid is 160. And okay, this is a different field I selected, I think. Total amount to be paid, I need to select. This is a different field. Okay, let me change it. So these things I'll cover next class. Don't worry about that, how you are doing and all. I'm just running through fast on this layout changes and all. Okay. So total amount to be paid is 160. Amount she paid is 10,000. Balance amount is 1,50,000. Now you want to see students who paid, whose payment is completed. Students whose payment is completed, you want to see the count here, right? So first you will count number of students, and then you want to see how many students completed full payment, right? Then, so now your condition here is on the count, you need to put a filter condition like payment completed equal to true. Okay, just like we did class 1, right? So like that you need to do. So let's create some data in class 2. Okay, I'll quickly create. I'll just give some dummy number data here. Okay, don't worry about it. So the student admission, let's say admission is not there, right? First, I need to create an admission for the student. Amount 1 lakh. Okay. School Basham. Class 2. Yeah, save. And just clone this. I'll not change anything. I just want to create some dummy records. Okay, I'm just creating some dummy records to get some admissions. And let's say this guy is in class 3. Yeah. So clone is one of the best feature Salesforce provided, because you don't need to fill up again the same data. You just click on clone and change whatever data you want to change and then save. Okay. Okay, let's see now. How many admissions are there now? So there are 9 admissions. Let's go to school. So there will be some changes happened on the school level, right? Go to school, see the count here first, and then go to the student. So number of admissions, what? 9. Number of students, 3. Class 1, 2. Like that, you can add class 2, class 3 and all. Students didn't got added because we didn't created a student records, right? So let me create a student record here. So admission, what is the name here? Mansa. Okay, so here I need to see the name of the one second. Admission. Clone and change the admission here. So Mansa 04 is done. Let's say I want to create a Neha record here. Just put Neha, save. Okay, clone, change the admission. Let's say Sunil. Okay. Sunil student I'm creating and save. Now let's see what happened. Okay. So I'll go to class now. On class 3, how many students I created? I think 3 to 4, right? Readmissions. Oh, student I didn't select. One second, I think I didn't selected the student here, a class here, so it is not showing up. Okay, all class 2 I selected. Okay, so let me go to class 2. Class 2. So I have, how many students I have here? Class 2. 4 students are there. Okay. Now, how many students has paid full amount here?
3.
Full amount. When someone, this is balance amount. See, so
Yeah.
amount to be paid is 160. One person has paid 10,000 and the balance become 160. But for others, it's same 1 lakh only. Balance amount is still full, right? So when you pay some amount, when you pay full amount, what happens? This payment completed checkbox will be true, right? Correct? When someone pays full amount, this payment completed checkbox will be checked. Correct? So let's say Anusha or let's say Mansa. Mansa is paying full amount. 1 lakh, she has 1 lakh and she is paying 1 lakh here. Final amount paid. Which field is calculating? Not sure. Let me see. Okay. So when a full amount is paid, then what happens? Payment completed will become checked. Okay. Now I want to see how many total number of students are 4, correct? And how many students has paid full amount? How many are there? 1. Right? Let's create a roll-up summary on the class object. Go to class. Create a roll-up summary field. School and subject. Master detail. Lookup. Okay. Multiply list. Fine. So class is master detail relationship and the child object is student for that, right? So I can create a roll-up summary here. Click on roll-up summary. Next. Okay. First I'll create number of students. Okay. I need to do a count. So here select a student count. All records I'm selecting here. Next. Next. Save. Done. Now I'll come back to school class and see how many students are there. It's calculating. 1 second. See here. This is showing calculations are happening. So how many students are there? 4 students. Correct? Now let me create another field. Got it right? Just the count which we did. Create another field. I want to display students who has completed the payment. Okay, students completed full payment. Okay, students completed full payment. This is my new roll-up summary field. Okay, count only. Count only. I want the total number of students who has completed their payment. Count only. But here in the filter condition, what I need to do now? How do I identify whether student had completed the payment or not? How do I identify? There are 2 options. 1, check the balance amount. If the balance amount is 0, then the total payment is done, right? Or check this checkbox, payment completed. If the payment completed is true, then payment student has completed the full payment. Now either of these two we can check. So the best option is checkbox, right? We can use checkbox. Now here, select this only records meeting certain criteria should be included. see here, the statement it says only records meeting certain criteria should be included in the calculation. So if you put a criteria, so only records meeting that criteria will be calculated. Now, what is my calculation here is I need to check for the payment completed option. Oh, that limit is there. So that is a formula field, right? Payment completed. So formula fields are not referred in the filter conditions. Okay, that limitation is there. Okay. So this field is a formula field which is calculating. Balance amount is also a formula field. So these two are formula fields. Okay. So that is the reason these two fields will not be shown in the filter condition. See here, all fields are coming. Payment completed and balance amount field is not coming. Okay. So we cannot use that filter. So what we'll do is we'll put amount paid. Okay. So amount paid or fee paid, final amount, phone number, records, school registered. Even the date, payment completed date is not. So actually in this filter condition on the roll up summary field, okay, formula fields cannot be referred. Formula fields cannot be referred. Okay, in the filter condition, not in other places. Here you can select if you want to do sum. So total amount, pending amount, all those calculations, so final amount paid, all this we can do. But in the filter condition, that option is not there. So what I'll do, amount paid, okay, we'll check amount paid. Amount paid equals to or greater than equals to. Greater or equal to 1 lakh. Let's assume that. Okay, let's say fees is 1 lakh. Amount paid greater or equal to 1 lakh. All those records show up. Okay, show the records count of the students who has paid amount greater than 1 lakh. Okay, now see here. Who has paid amount greater than 1 lakh or greater than or equal to 1 lakh? How many guys? Only Mansa paid.
Only one.
Right? So this condition will see. So amount paid greater or equal to 1 lakh. 1 lakh or greater. Okay, 1 lakh 10, 1 lakh 20, whatever it is. So I want the count. Okay, formula fields we thought, but it is not, no, it's not available. Say. So now how many records will be shown here? Students completed full payment 1. So label I didn't change. So because amount paid is 1000, right? Now let me go here, Anusha. I'll pay amount paid. I'll make 1,10,000 for example. 1,10,000. Now what would be the count? It will be 2 because we are checking amount paid greater than 1 lakh, right? As paid 190, 110. So it will become 2. Now I'll update Neha's amount with 50,000. Will this calculate? Now amount paid how much? 50,000. Total number is 4, but the number of students paid is 2 because we are checking here amount greater than 1 lakh. So this is not 1 lakh. So this is not counting. This is 0. So it is not counting. So out of 4, 2 students has paid the amount, full amount. Okay. And 2 people are still in progress. So they didn't pay. So total number of students paid is 2. Number of students are 4. Got it? Now let's do the maximum. So what is the maximum amount paid by a student on amount field? I'll check the amount paid. Who paid the maximum amount? So who paid here?
Sunil.
Maximum amount here. Amount paid.
Anusha.
Anusha amount is the maximum. So you'll get 110 here. Okay. What is the minimum amount? Neha. 50,000. You'll get 50,000. You will get the value here. Amount, value. Okay. Try here also. Got it? So you have many objects in your schema. You have many objects in your this school management system where you can create roll-up summary fields. Look, you can create on school, you can create on parent child if you have, and then job, candidate, class, teacher, class, school. All these objects you can create a roll-up summary. Now I am leaving it to you. So what type of roll-up summaries? I have given some examples, right? Try and create some roll-up summary fields on these all parent objects. Number of students, number of classes, number of students paid, number of total amount paid. Okay, who paid maximum, who paid minimum. All these 4 functions try. Okay, try and come for tomorrow. Let's see whether you are able to do it or not. I might be asking you to share your screen, whoever has done it. Okay, I'll be asking you tomorrow on this one. For 10 to 15 minutes, we'll discuss in a tomorrow session, and then we'll go into the layout changes, which I was doing, right? Layouts and related list and all those things will change. Okay. Any questions on this one? Any scenario you want to try? Or if you have any questions or doubts, you can let me know. We can discuss about that. No questions? Okay. So Ramya, Mansa, Fakhruddin, Dawood, all clear? Everyone? So this is
Yes, sir.
very, very important topic, in data. So if you remember, if you see here, right, these calculations are common in everywhere. So school will always look for how many students are there in class, right? Always it will look for number of students in the class and total number of students, how many admissions happened in this month, how many happened monthly wise, people will see, right? How many admissions happened in this month, how many people paid in this month. Okay, how many people are pending payments, correct? So that calculations will happen everywhere, not only in school. Even if you check any other application, for example, sales application, you will see how many sales happen in this week, how many sales happen in this month, right? How many people buy the product. Okay, what is the maximum maximum value of the product? What is the minimum value of the product? Who got the maximum discount? Who got the minimum discount? Correct. On the discount also you can create here. So maximum discount given to a student. So what is the maximum? 10%, 12%, 15%, 30%. You can do that. Okay. Minimum discount. Who got the minimum discount? That also you can calculate. So like this, there will be many scenarios. Okay. You just need to think of what is the best option, and then just go ahead and add those roll-up summary fields. Count, min, maximum. So try to create as many as possible with filter, without filter, right? You'll get familiarized with this function. And one more important point is this is only on the master detail relationship on the master object, not on the child. Okay, master object only can find out how many childs are there, correct? So you will create a roll up on master object on the master detail relationship only. Now you might have asked, you can ask my question. So what should we do in case of lookup relationship? Okay, I want the count, I want the minimum, I want the maximum, I want sum, I want average, all those things. I want it on the lookup relationship also. Then what is the option? So we don't have a roll-up summary for lookup relationship. The next option is you need to create a trigger for it. Trigger is a code logic. You need to write a logic to do that. You need to write a logic to do that counting or sum or minimum or maximum. Okay. And the other important point in roll-up summary is there is no average option in the roll-up summary. What is not there? Average is not there. Okay. Make sure you have. Though in interview questions, interviewers will ask this question: what is roll-up summary? How many options are there? Then you'll say some, minimum, count, and maximum, right? Then they'll ask why don't we have average, or do average is there or not? Correct. So average option is not there. Even if you want to do an average, what you need to do? You need to get the number of students. For example, admissions average you want to do. So number of admissions 9, total payment is 9,50,000. Then you have to do this by this by this, right? Then you'll get an average. But direct average option is not available in roll-up summary functionality. Just make a note of it. Clear? Okay. So Kiriti and Rana, you might face some difficulty in understanding this functionality, but the flow you got it right. So how do you do? How simple it is, right? So we'll see how we can manage both of you. The past 10 days classes. I'll talk to you both and discuss about that later. Okay. Okay. So if no questions, then we can end the class for today. And no. Everyone try this roll-up summary functionality. It is very interesting, and look, it will ask you to do more because you'll see the results at the same time. So you'll get some ideas when you start putting your pen and paper or start working on it. So there will be a lot of ideas you'll getting. So try to do as much as possible and create data as much as possible you do. Okay. So try to create more data and then your calculations will show good. So 2-3 records, it doesn't work properly, right? Now you see number of admissions 9. So number is big, 10, 20, 30, 40, like that. Okay. Fine. So, okay. So if no questions, then we can end the class. I'm stopping my sharing. Any other questions finally?
No,
All
sir.
good?
No.
Okay, great. Okay, let's catch up tomorrow at 7:30 same time. Okay, so try to join little early. I mean, so by 7:30 or 7:35, please try to join because we are wasting 10 minutes there. And because of that, we are getting extended. So try to join everyone by 7:30 or max 7:35. Okay, don't join little late. If you join late, then the class will go little late further, right? So that is the reason. Okay, fine. So no more questions, then we can end the class. Let's connect tomorrow again, same time. Thank you all. Have a good day. Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir. Same to you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.